Welcome to the power play of Glass Island, where the Frant family is plotting a grand scheme while getting irked by that pesky restaurant issue. Suddenly, a call from Dad hits like a bolt of lightning. Frant decides to toss his phone into the ocean, and later gives us a free show by jumping out the window in the nude. Caught but still cool, he bids farewell to beauty and swaggers into the night market. Strutting along, he spots a tall guy's shirt that fits just right. Meet Knox, the muscle of the Frant family. Talk about a perfect pairing. This is Frant's hired muscle sent to deal with Dalton, who, bless him, is completely in the dark. At this point, the Doctor invites Dalton for a little speedboat adventure, a marvelous way to unwind. They sip their drinks comfortably, with Ellie spilling her heart to Dalton, but alas, good times never last. After sending Dalton back home, Ellie is unexpectedly approached by the police, and the sheriff lectures Dalton in a "what on earth did you do" manner, just like a stereotypical straight guy. It gets even weirder. The sheriff is actually Ellie's dad. He used to work for the Frants, making this one messy soup. On the surface, they run a tourism business, but behind the scenes, they are dealing drugs. Dalton's detective skills kick in as he contemplates the murky waters ahead. That night, Frant personally visits Dalton, pulling out his old fight footage to give him a life lessons moment. At this moment, Dalton plays it cool, but once Frant leaves, Knox storms in with his gang talk about an unexpected party. The Radas and Knox powers turn the restaurant upside down. Dalton stays motionless. When he gets called out by Knox, Dalton begrudgingly steps up. What an ironic showdown. Knox is a certified nutcase who thrives on the thrill of a brawl, but Dalton's not afraid of him. He's scared of himself. Once, he lost control and knocked out a guy in the octagon. Talk about an overachiever. It takes just a bit of rage for him to go berserk. He's not itching to fight Brant, though deep down, he craves a good old-fashioned brawl. He just wants to avoid Frant family ties, his inner turmoil a storm he fights to quell. When tossed out the door, Dalton's fury flares, revealing a killer look, but he holds it in. Back on the boat, he starts tidying up, only to Frankie show up begging him to stay. What a buzzkill. Frankie spills the beans, admitting he always knew why Brant was after them. Dalton's truly afraid. Are they really threatening you? Are you scared? Absolutely. And terrified. More than you can imagine. And with that, Dalton heads to the station, begs in tow. He spots a cluster of police cars and thinks, what's going on? Turns out Brant's goons just set fire to the bookstore. Classic criminal activity. Just as he decides to leave, he feels sorry for the fools and heads straight for Brant's villa. What a soft spot for disaster. Upon arrival, he spots the thug cleaning up the crime scene. What an unexpected reunion. Ironically, you see, I've already left. Did that truly scare you? No, I'm not scared, kid. Just make sure you're the one trembling. By the way, I just yanked the oxygen tube from your mouth, almost sent your baby flying too. You won't breathe again. Doesn't that ring a bell? People keep asking me what I'm scared of today. I'm literally scared to death. What am I scared of? I'm just getting pushed too far, like folks like you. I know what's about to go down. Shortly after, Dalton strolls out dragging a few bodies, and the cop nearly chokes on his coffee at the sight. Blood trails everywhere, and the clever cop connects the dots. He's about to face a grim reality. The cop obediently spills that there's a transaction going down tonight with Brant, then takes off on his bike. Good luck. Dawn, a cop drags a box towards the boat when Dalton jumps him and knocks him out. Opening the box reveals a treasure trove of cash. Dalton then sends the speedboat off on its own, successfully pulling off a heist. Knowing someone will be knocking soon, he shoots a few holes in the bodies, not to frame up, but hey, it buys him some time. Grabbing a stick, he turns the rogue cop into a baby sleeper and begins crafting explosives back on the boat. Little did he know, the sheriff comes knocking. Allie's been kidnapped by Brant. I need you to hand over that cash so we can save her, says the sheriff. Yet Dalton doesn't buy the fox tricks, but doesn't want to risk Ellie's safety either. So, he speeds his boat over to Brant's yacht, where the sheriff and Brant sit chill without a worry in the world. Dalton watches the two idiots bite at each other, losing his cool, and just then Knox arrives in another speedboat. What a chaotic comedy this is. Tired of squabbling, he pulls out the remote ready to make things go boom. then punches a thug down before rushing to find Ali. Chaos erupts, with thugs flaming like junk on fire, while Ali is trying to smash her way out of the window. Just as they are about to flee, gunshots ring out from behind, and the water pressure shatters the glass. Dalton grips a goon and pushes him underwater, urging Ali to get the speedboat ready. Meanwhile, Knox circles back around, getting ready to ram Dalton. Thank goodness for the human shield. Ali just barely manages to hop on the boat before Brown tosses her back, and at this moment Knox also attempts to ram them. What an absolutely thrilling ride. Subtitles. Dalton spots his chance, following closely behind Ali, ready to make a move. Finally, having discerned the ideal moment, he launches the boat, triggering a series of frenetic and wild events. Don't forget to subscribe.